How's it going, all yubes and goobs? My name's Turtlefish, and welcome to vlog number 3. This is just an introductory clip to let y'all know that the rest of this video is 2 weeks late. I recorded it 2 weeks ago, and I haven't gotten around to uploading it or working on it at all. I'm not going to edit the majority of this video just to let y'all try to understand how my mind works most of the time. I was trying to get as much talked about as I possibly could in one video. That's why it's an hour and 30 minutes long. Also, before I start the rest of the video, the channel has reached a year old now. It's actually past a year old. We passed that milestone already. I want to say I made the channel mid-January of last year. And I'm going off the date of the first video. My first video. Vlog number 1. If y'all want, y'all can go look at it. I'll leave it in the end. In the end scene. Yes, I uploaded that video February 7th of 2017. It doesn't really seem like that long ago for me, but I don't know. It has been a little while. Also, because this video is 2 weeks late, I've already gotten something in. Most people that I talk to on a daily basis know what I'm talking about because I got really hype about it. It's, as a matter of fact, a part of it's sitting right here. This black thing right here. This one right here. It's a sensor. I bought an Oculus Rift. Money well spent. I've started playing 3 things on it already. And Jesus, I need to wipe the fucking lenses. That is nasty looking. Anyway, I'll get to that later. I really want to start recording again soon. I've got a lot on my plate this week. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to anything. I might have barely enough time to play small things here on my free time. But yes, I bought the Oculus Rift with touch controls. Yes, expect VR videos coming from here on out alongside with the regular Let's Plays that I've been doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do face cam or not with VR, because it's kind of a pain. I don't know. We'll see. Also, what else? That's the Oculus VR. That's the reason why most of the shit that's back behind me is no longer behind me. You'll see it's still there in the rest of the video. Shoot. I want to make this as short as possible because the rest of the video is super fucking long and me just rambling. Anything else I need to talk about? Oh yes, I'm also planning on trying a few new things out here in the near future, like maybe an upgraded camera or a different microphone, because this microphone is a cheap microphone. I didn't put the money in for it that would have allowed it to have been a higher quality microphone. Like right now it's only running off of a Phantom Power pack. 40 watt, I think, Phantom Power pack that just powers the microphone itself. Eventually I want to upgrade to a high quality condenser mic that is attached to a microphone interface. I don't know the details on it. It's been a while since I looked at it. When I first saw it, it was like $300 or $400 at my local music store, the one that I've been going to for all my high school career, because I have actually I was in band all years in high school, and that's a topic for a later video. Yeah, the rest of this video is not going to be cut, like, at all. I don't plan on cutting anything out. I just want y'all to try and, like, understand how my mind works when I'm trying to, like, get my point across. I was really excited about a lot of the stuff I had to talk about, so I just tried to get it out any way I possibly could. So I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of the video. It's just me sitting there talking for an hour and a half, literally. I'm probably not even going to add any music to the background, just because it's a long ass video and that's going to be a lot of musical editing that I have to do. I don't even have enough, like, non-copyrighted music to add to the background. I could just loop stuff, but I don't want to do that. Anyway, back to the task at hand. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And I'll just see y'all in the next one, I guess. Whenever the next one's going to be. I really want to get back into making videos. I've been really busy, though. Just enjoy, please. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later. How's it going, all you youbes and goobs? My name's Turtlefish, and welcome to vlog number 3. In this vlog, I'm gonna talk about why I've been gone for the past couple months, or scarcely on for the past couple months. Like, I've still been in the comments, and what comments there were, talking to people. I've been null of content. So, it started back in, like, early December, late November, early December. I started working. Well, the company I work at has many departments, and I was transferring departments. So I was working at one, and in order to work at the other, I had to do a slow transition into it, which took about a week to 2 weeks. It was about a week and a half that I worked at both positions, one being a day shift and the other being a night shift. That was extremely, like, strenuous on me, due to the fact that not only were the times not, like, level with each other, where I got off one and then went straight to the other. No. I had to travel from home to work every day. Twice a day. That's not home, work, back to home. No, that's home, work, back to home, and then back to work, and then back to home again. Because, well, the main thing that's bad about that is I live 40 minutes away from where I work, and that is a long drive just to get to and from work, especially if you're doing that two-way trip back to back in a day. That's a total of 160 minutes of just straight driving every day. Now, some days it did match up to where I didn't have to drive back and forth multiple times, but it was still strenuous. So I could barely even get the proper amount of sleep that I needed to function for the day. So I had to stop recording gameplay. But before I did, I had recorded one more thing. That was I have it up here. I'm not gonna put it up on screen because it was the Warframe episode 1, still getting used to things, and I explained a little bit. I think I explained a little bit in that, in like the precursor, the opener to that, about just being so busy I couldn't do anything. Well, just. And I uploaded that in December 9th of last year, this past year, 2017. So that was shortly after I stopped working both positions. I worked at a pool and a nightclub. So pool by day, nightclub by night, and it was very strenuous. It got me extremely tired. And after that, after I settled down and got back into the habit of just working one shift, like one shift a day, one position, I then got sick, caught a cold, and that lasted for about a week. I felt like shit, didn't want to do anything. As soon as I got home, I wanted to go to sleep and just like laid there, and I slept and slept until I had to go to work the next day. And then when I got home, go to work next day, I say go to work next day, go to work the next night. When I get home in the morning, it's like I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. So I go back to sleep, and I just stay asleep the entire day. It's bad, but I did it, and I'm not proud of it, but it happened. So I'm getting over it. After I got over that, there started being like small parties that had to be worked on and advanced for the job, and it's just more tiresome shit. And then I got sick again. Yes, again. But before I got sick the second time, before I got sick the second time, I went to PAX. PAX was January 12th, 13th, and 14th. But be it that I didn't have enough money to fly, and it's not that extremely far from where I live. Well, it took me 6 to 7 hours of driving time to get from my house to San Antonio, where the convention was held. PAX was great, by the way. I'll get to that in just a second. But I found time between parties that I had to prepare for. It was actually just like one or two parties that started off December, I think. His memory's fuzzy. It's been a while. But I found some time in between work and sickness that I edited down the Warframe episode. Still getting used to things. And I uploaded it. And that was like the last thing that I worked on since, or dealing with YouTube, the last thing that I worked on since I stopped back in November. I think it was November that I stopped. I don't know. But I'm saying but a lot. But after that, I got sick again. And it was horrible. I caught the cold for a second time within a month. It was ridiculous. It sucked. And my camera's starting to shake because my washing machine's going. Lovely. You gonna chill out now? You gonna chill, bro? Sorry, it's not shaking that much. It's on spin cycle. But, god damn it with the butts. I lose track very easily. I have ADD, ADHD. I have a mild form of autism. Yes, I'm slightly autistic. I'm retarded. It's not nice to say, but it is. I'm a little slow in the head. Maybe not slow, but just different. Being autistic does not necessarily mean that you're handicapped. It just means that you take things differently, and you're able to use them differently. Things come at you in ways that you don't quite understand. But I'm getting off topic right now. So I got sick again, and that was mid-December. We had more parties. We had a Christmas party that was work. We had a Christmas party that was fun by the work. We had a New Year's Eve party that was straight work. And shortly after the New Year's Eve party, I got sick again. Yes, 3 times in a month. It was ridiculous. I fucking hated it. But luckily for me, I was able to... I started getting over it the day before I left for PAX. So my entire drive over there, my entire 7-hour drive to San Antonio, Texas, was just... No, it wasn't miserable. I can't say it was miserable. It was... I was extremely happy because I was getting to go to my first convention ever for anything. Unless you consider marching band festivals and stuff like that, that's school-related conventions. I don't think it is, but it might be. This depends on who's thinking about it. Well, anyway, I went to PAX, and I had a blast at PAX. It was absolutely fun. Like, it was eye-opening. Well, I made it to San Antonio the day before PAX started, which was January 11th. I made it. I left my house around 7 o'clock in the morning. I made it to Baytown by 9:30, almost 10, I believe. It might have been 9. I'm not completely sure. I can't quite remember. But after that, it took me... I got stuck in traffic because somebody crossed a barrier between Houston and San Antonio, which is just a long, extremely long expanse of road that all you see is hills and grass, and I love the scenery. I'm from Louisiana, so I don't have hills where I live, nor do I see the expanse of land that is seen in that area of Texas. It's just gorgeous compared to where I stay. Don't get me wrong, Louisiana has a beauty of its own, but I've been living here for 21 years. 21 and a half years. So, I left 7 o'clock, January 11th. Made it to San Antonio. Made it to my hotel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was exhausted, but I had to go... Fucking butts, man. I had to go explore, and I had to find out how San Antonio ran. So, I checked into my hotel, which was about 18 miles? Maybe 8 miles? I don't know. 8 minutes, about 10 minutes, roughly, north of the convention center, where the convention was held. Well, after I checked in, I got settled down a little bit. I ate a little something before I left, and I put in the directions on my GPS on my phone, and I just went on my way. Made it to the convention center almost without a hitch. I was trying to find it, and I found it. I did. But finding parking in San Antonio is ridiculous. There is no free parking in the center of San Antonio. None. Fucking none. But I was lucky to find this nice, quiet little parking lot that was like 3 or 4 blocks away from the convention center, where it would only charge me $5 a day. It was great. I didn't mind the walk. It was lovely outside every day. It didn't rain, not cloudy, just gorgeous. It was cold, though. It's fucking cold. Now, I'm still I'm over the cold, but it's still, I'm hacking up the shit that, like, throughout the entire experience of PAX, I'm hacking up the shit that was left behind by the cold, and it's just Ugh. Well, day before PAX started, I went and explored just the mid central part of San Antonio, and I found a parking spot, which took me forever. I found it, and I was happy. And then I went to the convention center, not really to explore what they have there already, just to explore the convention center, see what the layout of said convention center was. They didn't have the expo hall open, so that was a bummer. It would be nice if they had the expo hall open for people that are just curious, just to see how the stuff is set up. Well, they didn't, and that's alright, but I was exploring basically just the entrance. I got a map and a lanyard to hold my badge, which is sitting up here on the wall. There it is, right there. Tickle, 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 tickle. I'll get it down and bring it up to the camera in just a second. I am running at 14 minutes right now. 15 minutes almost. Jesus Christ, I need to hurry up. Yeah, day before PAX, I went in, looked around, whatever I could look around, and I met some people, talked to people, just got to know a few people. Wasn't much. Well, as the day progressed, I say day, I was only in there for like maybe an hour and a half. I left, and on my way out, I was walking down the sidewalk, and I was with this giant group of people. None of them I knew. And this person behind me says something, and I make a comment to it, just trying to make friends. And then the next person makes a comment about my bag, which is sitting down on the floor over there. It has my name on it. I just say my name, and I turn around, and I'm like, yeah, that's my name. What's up? And lo and behold, I did not know that this person, or this couple, I would be spending most of my downtime from the convention with while in San Antonio. And it was great. They were absolutely fantastic people. They helped me out like a lot. Like if I had to pay for all my own food and eating and stuff, and just on the last day I was there, they helped me out tremendously by letting me stay in their hotel room, because they had an extra day in their hotel room. But I wouldn't been able to make the drive back to Louisiana at that time at night. But anyway, day before, met the guys. They were great. They helped me out so much. They paid for a lot of the stuff that I ate and drank while I was there in San Antonio, and it was awesome. It was amazing. And I'm not going to mention their names for privacy reasons. I don't know if they would be okay with me mentioning their names, but if you know me on Facebook, they just posted something about me, and it's awesome. Very nice people. They live in California, so they took a flight from California to... They live in, like, mid-southern California. Can't remember the name of the town they live in, but they say neighborhood's great. Everything's great about it. Just... I plan on making a trip there sometime in the near future. Hopefully, if I can afford it. Because I'm sure as fuck not driving all the way from Louisiana to California. Oh boy. I thought 7 hours was bad. But yeah. San Antonio's great. Beautiful, gorgeous. First night there, I got to see the Alamo. Never thought I'd see the Alamo. Got to see it. We went out, we drank. Not all heavy, but we had a few drinks. We went bar hopping a little bit. I didn't drink much. I know when to stop, especially when I'm in a town I'm not familiar with. So, first day's over and done with. I'm at my hotel room, relaxing, just getting some shit set up. And then I go to sleep. Wake up next day, 8 o'clock in the morning. Get ready, 9 o'clock. Leave, go find my parking space again. Luckily, all 3 days, I had my parking space. It was great. That was great. But, yeah. Wow, this vlog is going to be long as shit. Oh, well. My first day at PAX. Absolutely fantastic. I went in, I walked around, I met developers of games that I've played, games that I want to play. I played demos of a few games, like maybe 3 games my first day there. I did a lot of exploring firsthand, like first day. And after I explored for a little bit, I messaged the guys that I met the day before. They were just waking up. Like, I don't know why people sleep so long when shit's going down, but I met up with them. We went ate. We had Whataburger. It was awesome. But before before our burgers got there, we were playing like 2 rounds of Cards Against Humanity. It was fucking amazing. I thought I had a dirty mind. But anyway, after that, we went back to PAX. And I explored. Like, I got business cards and shit from... I honestly didn't know that I had a development company or group, game development group in Louisiana. But Procedural Reality, they're in Louisiana. Who are these from? Jetstream. Okay, no, that's about it for that. But I didn't know that Road Redemption was developed in Louisiana. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I played with the developer. Really cool guy. I played like 5 rounds with him. I beat him on 2. He was a very good player. Well, of course he's a good player. He made the game. But I had a lot of fun. I played Road Redemption with the developer of Road Redemption. I played Limit Theory, which is a procedurally generated space game. It's not done yet. It's still in development. And while people were playtesting Limit Theory, the developer was editing the code in the game. He was developing the game in front of the people playing the game. Like, people come up. Like, that's the great thing about developers like that. Developers that work on the game to suit the players, what the players want, the players' needs, and make the game better as the players are playing it, to test it. Not to test it, well, yes, as they test the game. It was still in very early stages, and it ran so smoothly until you hit a certain number of allies, AI units that you could spawn in. But other than that, the game is amazing. I played Necroball with... I'm not sure if he was... I can't remember if he was the developer or the developer's brother. But he's definitely in the works with making the game. I guess you could say he's part developer of the game. I played the game with him several times, and it was awesome. Let's see, what else did I play while I was there? I think those were all the games that I played at that booth. It was pretty awesome. I got off topic again. First day of PAX, just mainly exploring, seeing what was what. Had fun. Second day of PAX, came around, even better. I went back and I played. I got to try virtual reality games for the first time ever in my life that I've. Well, I can't say exactly first time ever. I've played. I had this old system back in like 2005 where it's this headset with gloves and motion sensors in the gloves, and I think feet motion sensors as well. I'm not sure. I think they were just like ankle straps. But it's like this ninja dodging thing where you're facing against literally ninjas that throw stars at you and you throw stars back, and it was very very early in the type of VR, if you'd even call it VR. But anyways, I tried virtual reality at PAX and it was awesome. I told the people that I was standing in line with, I told them that how these games played determined whether or not I would buy a headset, a VR headset. And it's in the works. Just saying that now, it's in the works. I tried raw data. I tried sprint vector, both by Surveus. And I did the demo for Knights of the Drowned Table, which is by Riley Boss Studios. Amazing dude. Like, when I played his game, he told me to, before I played it, he told me to give him my best, harshest criticism. Don't hold back. Just tell him what I thought about the game. I did, and he took it very well. I didn't have a lot of harsh things to say about the game. It's just a lot of goodness, and just, yes. I'm going to play all of those games on the channel eventually. But I have it in the works right now. I like I did with my PC. I used my tax returns from the previous year to purchase my PC and most of the stuff that's equipped with my PC. Mainly, no, I take that back. Just the PC, the 2 monitors, memory pack, and the cables that came with it. That's mainly about it. Other than that, it's just been stuff that I've bought here and there to help improve the setup, improve the quality. But I should be getting my tax returns in February, mid-February. I don't know how long it's going to take for Oculus to ship an Oculus Rift headset with touch controls. That's what I'm getting. Count on it. And it's going to be fucking awesome. Now, whether or not I can play the Oculus in this room, or I'm going to have to move into another room in my house, that's all up to whether or not it's good space, because I have about arm's length from that wall to the edge of my desk, and from what I've watched other people play VR, there's a lot of motion that I might smack into my desk, and it's going to suck a lot. This is going on for a very long time. Before I got in line for raw data to play the game, I did it once before, and I got in line before, and then I'm subscribed to a lot of, like, well, a bunch of YouTubers. Like, if you go to my channel, you can find, let's not go to there, let's actually go to my channel. Beep beep. This one? No, that's not right. Let's go back out of that. Back out of that, please. Thank you. Let's go here. All right. Subscriptions. Let's see who I'm subscribed to. He should be on there. Yeah. Terrorizer. I'm subscribed to Terrorizer on YouTube. He's one of the... I told him this while I was there, and I meant it. He's part of the inspiration as to why I started YouTube. Him Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, mainly the top three that I started YouTube on. But yeah, I watched Jack, Mark, Brian, Terrorizer, and it gave me enthusiasm. It gave me a feeling of just exuberance. I'm happy when I watch these people. I know it's silly, but I'm happy when I watch these people play games. It makes me feel better. And they are I don't have cable, so they're my only sense of like entertainment on like a virtual, not a virtual, a visual platform such as my TV. I have a smart TV, so I just watch YouTube, Vudu, and Netflix, but mainly YouTube. But I told Brian that he was part of the inspiration as to why I started YouTube, because they instilled happiness into me. I wanted to provide other people with the same experience. I wanted to entertain people, make people happy, allow people to see that there's not just bad in the world. Because if you look at news, every day on the news, something else bad has happened, and that can... Whoa, my house is shaking even more. Calm down, washer. But, like, it's hard to describe, but like how the YouTubers I watch are there for me, maybe not immediately, but like they help me escape, and I wanted to provide that same escape for other people. Well, Brian had a meet and greet. It was originally, don't bitch at me or don't fuss at me if I'm wrong about this, but I think it's his girlfriend, ms.vixen, I believe, is Terrorizer's girlfriend. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. But it was originally supposed to be ms.vixen's meet and greet. Well, Brian tweeted out saying that he was gonna hold a meet and greet, same place, same time. So I rushed out of the line I was in, and I hauled ass to that booth. And I'm the first one in the backup line. I had to wait a good 30 minutes to an hour before I was able to see him. But when I saw him, I told him about my channel. I told him about how he inspired me to start YouTube, start creating content. And he told me, he was so humble about the whole experience that it warmed my heart to see just how much of a nice guy, how much of a humble person he actually is. Now, I'm sorry for ms.vixen. I don't watch ms.vixen mainly because I've never really heard of her. She might mainly be on Twitch. That's possibly why. I do plan on eventually streaming on Twitch, just not near like now. This vlog is gonna be forever. Hold on, let me go get my PAX badge. I had when I was up. Oops, shit. When it was my turn to go up, I didn't have. Well, I had my bag on me. I had my flash cap, which is hanging up right here. This one right here. See? Flash. But I had my flash cap on my bag, and that's like one of my favorite hats. It's so well made. I didn't want to ruin it. My bag, I didn't think about having them sign my bag, but both of them, ms.vixen and Terrorizer, signed my PAX badge. Fucking awesome. I plan on keeping this bitch forever. Maybe someday don't talk while I'm up here. Maybe someday I might actually get to play with them. Who knows? I might get to play with all the people I watch. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe by the time I'm big enough, they'll all be done with YouTube. I don't know. But I come to a realization while I was at PAX that I originally started YouTube to be not to be famous, not to get rich, but I did it for other reasons. And I realized while I was at PAX that I wanted to make people happy. I've always been the kind of person to go out of my way to make somebody else happy. I try to do it every day. If I can make somebody else smile, if I can make somebody else's day better, just by making them smile, that makes me that much happier. Boy. Back to the task at hand. So, I went to the meet and greet with Terrorizer. I had a blast at that. I got to talk to one of my idols, one of the people that I watch every day. Makes me happy. After that, I went back to the Surveus booth, and I got back in line for raw data. It's awesome. Not the line, just, well, while I was in the line, I met some cool people that just really cool people. Once it was my turn, I got up and I put on the headset. I had help putting on the controllers, the touch controllers, and I was dumbfounded by how amazing the experience was. Like, a lot of people may say, oh, Oculus isn't that great, or virtual reality is not going to go anywhere. I beg to differ. I believe Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, PlayStation VR, they all have their places, but they all have their price ranges too. And with PSVR, you have to buy the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4. I don't know which one first. But you have to buy one of those first, and that's an extra $300 to $400. I think it's the PlayStation 4. I'm not sure. And then it goes in order from PlayStation VR to Oculus Rift to HTC Vive in order from the price of the headset itself. Well, I'm buying an Oculus Rift when my money comes in. It's going to be awesome. Good thing about the PC I bought too, when I bought it, I believe it was built with Oculus Rift in mind. Like, it was meant to have the Oculus Rift added to it. Where am I going with this? Fuck. Alright, well, I played raw data. That was fun. That was great. Then I went to the next booth, the next side of the booth, which was Sprint Vector. The game's still in early access or beta development, early development, I don't know. It was fun. Now, the map that I raced on, I talked with the developer, one of the developers that was standing right next to me after I ran it. My race time was 3 minutes and 13 seconds from start to finish. And he told me that great time is a 3 minute and 30 second run. I was above the great time. It was amazing. Like he asked me, have you ever done virtual reality before? I was like, first one I did was just next door. I played raw data, and that was amazing. Well, I started talking to him, and the developer I was talking to was the same developer that sent Jacksepticeye the early access code for, or beta, I guess, the early access for the game to he sent Jacksepticeye the early access code for Sprint Vector. And I talked to him, got to talking to him, and I was telling him about the stuff I do, about different things. I can do voiceovers. I was telling him I'm not familiar with doing voiceovers, but I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to learn, and I can do different voices, as you'll find out through my gameplay if y'all continue watching it. This is just, oh my god, this is going to be a long video. I'm not sure how much I'm going to edit it down. Yeah, I did those two. I was talking to, his name's Lou, by the way. I'm not saying his last name, because I'd have to look into Twitter to find out his last name. And not only that, but it's privacy shit. But yeah, he was really cool. Their Surveillance is out of California. I think Los Angeles, California. Not sure. When I talked to him about possible business ventures, voice acting, maybe play testing later, development even, who knows. It's all in the future. What happened in the past, it's in the past, it's in the works, I don't know. After that, I went and played several other games, one of them being the Knights of the Drowned Table by Riley Boss Studios. That one is in Steam now, I believe. Just everything about virtual reality. I freaked out when I got to try it, and I was happy that I got to try it, and it opened my eyes to something else I can venture out to on YouTube. So, enough about virtual reality for now. Oh, shit. Shh. Just needless to say, I will be getting an Oculus Rift, and I will be getting those 3 games. Raw data is already out. I believe I can purchase Knights of the Drowned Table and Sprint Vector's not quite out yet. They don't have open beta, open early access. But anyway, anywho, close to the end of the end of the second day. This was around 4:30. Me and my 2 friends that I met the day before PAX started, the day before that we went, not the day before that, like the first day of PAX, we went to the Gunner booth. Gunner gaming glasses, expensive, high quality gaming glasses, yellow tinted lenses. They make sunglasses as well. And I was looking at a pair of Razer FPS, I think it was, and also the Shay Dogs that they have. Well, the second day I bought the Shay Dogs right here. These style. Thin frame, thin lens. If I could, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this fucking light off real quick. Alright. Oh no. There's glare. Oh well. I might mainly use them for editing, but I will also sometimes wear them through future playthroughs. But these are the Shay Dogs that I bought. These were $68. While at PAX, almost everything that you buy that's brought by a developer or a company that makes products for gamers, almost everything is at discount. These were 20% off. Everything that Gunner had for sale at PAX was 20% off for the PAX. It's basically PAX price. So I bought these for $68, rounded out to about $70 after taxes. And they gave me a raffle ticket that was for the raffle that they hold at the end of each day at 5 o'clock. Well, they gave me the raffle ticket. I stayed there because it was, by the time I bought these, it was 5 or 10 minutes till 5 o'clock. So I stayed, and they started calling out numbers. They had 7 prizes for the day. 4 prizes went by. I was like, oh man, my number's probably not going to get picked. 5th prize comes by, number's still not picked. 6th prize comes by, my number got picked, and you wouldn't believe the prize that was on that call out. The same exact glasses I was looking at the day before, Razer FPS, I won me a pair. The only reason why I didn't buy this pair first, this pair after the 20% discount was $100. And I didn't bring that much money to PAX. Yeah, I saw that price tag, I was like, ooh. But I'm so glad that I stayed and bought this pair. The Shea Dogs, when I did, because this pair is good for like everyday wearing. If I'm like out on the town and I'm gonna be using, well, not really out on the town, but like if I'm out in public and I've got a lot of electronics that I'm gonna be working with, I've got this pair because they're sleek, they're stylish, they're more stylish than the Razer FPS, and well, just I don't know, I like the way they look. But that's that. So if y'all see me wearing either pair of these, just don't freak out. They're gaming glasses. They're meant to protect my eyes from the harmful light that comes from electronics and shit. So they'll block out blue light. That's why they're so expensive, because they're designer crafted actual health lens. What the fuck am I saying? Actual, they literally help you. They block out harmful blue light. They block out UV light. They add a little bit of clear focus to it, and it's good. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I purchased this $70 pair of glasses. This pair of glasses is like $78, $78 to $80 before the 20% off. And I basically bought those glasses and then won the glasses that paid for the rest of my trip. It was amazing. Like, those glasses are worth everything that I bought at PAX, except for these. Just count out these. Don't count the Shea Dogs. But yeah, it's all right. And I bought cases to go with both of them. Ba-doop, ba-doop. And they're really cool cases too, because when you get where you need to go, you take out, if you're using your glasses on the go, little bags with both of them. Don't need that anymore. But they're cool cases. See, they're box style. When you open them up, you can fold them out flat, and you can stick them in a messenger bag, like the bag I was carrying the entire time I was at PAX. If it would fold out for me. Please fold down. Please fold down. Thank you. Boop. Like that. Flat is about a notepad would be. But anyway, yeah. I had bought one for the pair that I bought, and the second pair did fit, but I didn't feel comfortable having both pairs jammed into the same case because something's bound to mess up. Anyway, that's that gunner experience talked about. So, like I said, if y'all see me wearing the glasses, don't freak out. I tried a bunch of different games. There was this one game I tried called the Witchkin. I think that's how it's pronounced. Witch. Witchk. It's either an I or a T in. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce that, but it's a horror game that's based on sound, darkness, and pretty much. I don't play very many horror games, but I do want to dabble in it a little bit in the near future. Like I want to play Five Nights at Freddy's and see how that goes down. Other things like that. I don't think I played that one. No, I didn't play the Tunic. I got a bunch of business cards is what I'm looking at right now. Eagle Island, I played that one. I played that one for like a little bit, but then somebody else wanted to play, so I was like, okay, I let them play. A lot of these games that I played, that I tried out, a bunch of them are really good games that I plan on playing on the channel. Just to like shout out the development teams that put hard work into the games that were experienced at PAX. And yeah. What time is it? It's 6:50 right now. Wow. I need some water. I wasn't the only one that, out of the group of people that I was with, that bought glasses. The guys I was with, they bought glasses too. They bought Razer FPS, I believe, as well. No, I don't think they bought the FPS at first. They bought something and then something happened and they bought 2 more pairs and they sent them back and they got the FPS instead, and they love the FPS. I'm glad for them. They're really good guys, and they offered me to stay at their place if ever I felt like going over to California, which I definitely will. I want to see what life on the West Coast is like. I've been told that I'd fit in there sometimes. I don't know. But I don't know if any of this other noise that's going on in the room. I've got the fan on my computer's running, and I've got a heater down here running. But anyway, that was the second day of PAX. At PAX, pretty much done. After that, we went exploring again. We went to We just went around. We had a good time. We had a blast. And I went back to my hotel room. Did the same thing I did the night before. Just relaxed, slept, got shit together, left the next morning around 9 o'clock again. Got back to PAX. Made my same parking spot. That was cool. It was awesome. Went back to PAX, and I messed around with a lot of the games that I didn't try the day before, which were some there were some app games from iOS to Android, multiplayer games, stuff like that. There was this one that I played. Where's the card for it? Aftercharge, I believe it was. Yes, invisible robots are uprising against their creators in a tactical 3v3 competitive game by Chainsaw Some Games. Yes. I have the business card of the dude. Yes, there he is. Chainsaw Some Games. That's awesome. Yeah. So those two actually go together. Enlist for 2018 Aftercharge. Yes, I'm going to be playing Aftercharge too. None of this shit is sponsored, by the way, so if anybody wants to start poking at shit that they shouldn't be poking at, none of this is sponsored. I just really enjoy the the atmosphere, the games that I played, the people that I talked to, developers, and all the great stuff that went down at PAX. I also tried the game Phantom Doctrine, which is, it kind of plays like XCOM. If you've ever watched a playthrough of XCOM, it's turn-based movement style where you have limited amount of movements you can do, you have a limited amount of space that you can move, you have percentages as to whether or not something's going to hit somebody else. A shot might be point blank range and you miss out of pure possibility. I think that's completely fucking stupid, but it happens. Never really thought I'd get into a game that's that style, but I liked it. And when I was in line to play the game, they gave me the development team gave me a Steam code for Hard West, which is another game by them. I'm going to be playing that on the channel, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, what else did I do? I really just explored and played things that I didn't get to play that last day. Other than that, I went out again that night with the guys that I've been hanging out with all night, all weekend. Yeah, all weekend. Well, the third day, yeah. Yeah. So that was pretty much that for the PAX convention. And if there's something else I remember later on, I'll say it. I'll talk about it. No, the developer Riley, the developer for Riley Boss Studios, I think he's actually Riley. I don't know what his name is. I need to go check out his website. But he has a giveaway for Oculus Rift. I'm not gonna participate in that, but I will play his game. I will definitely play his game, and I will give him feedback. Main reason why I'm gonna just outright buy my Oculus Rift is it fills me with confidence, or not really confidence, but it makes me feel better when I purchase it myself. Granted, it does wipe out some of my money, and that hurts me for a little while. But if I work for it, it feels better. So I'm gonna buy the Oculus Rift with my own money. Last day there. Well, that really was the last day that I had there. I checked before I left for PAX the last day. Before I left to go to PAX the last day, I went and checked out of my hotel room, and I went to PAX. And then by the time I got out of PAX, it was like, it was 5 o'clock. Another game that I played was Monster Hunter World. I played like one mission out of that, and the controls were really weird, but I guess you can change that when you're playing it yourself. I don't know. I'm so used to having certain controls in certain places, and it was just weird because the ones that I figure were for like jump, dodge, and roll, it was change weapon, pull out weapon, or put up. It was weird. So I'm gonna have to look at that when I go through that game, and that was awesome too. I met some characters in that line, just people that were like several rows behind me, were speaking about the Ugandan Knuckles meme, and I was joining him with it. He was like, "Brother, do you know the way?" He know the way. Oh, look at our queen. We are looking for our queen. It was funny. He's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm the captain. I'm the commander. It was funny. It was awesome. I had a blast. The entire time there, I had a blast. And starting, I never thought I'd get into it, but I started collecting buttons and pins, and they're on my bag right now. Hold up, let me get it. So, with all the shit that's in my bag, let me go ahead and fucking zip this shit up right here. That don't need to be open. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this. I don't know how well you can hear me over the fucking bag. But that one, this one right here is from Shadow Knight. It is Shadow Knight, the main character. I haven't played the game, but I would like to. I watched My Skirm play that one. This is Ted Bear from one of my buttons keeps rubbing up against the mic. If y'all just heard a bunch of shit, disregard that, please. Ted Bear from Side Night and Happiness. I talked to the developers of those like the first day. This is the first button first pin I actually bought. I want to say this was the second pin and this was the third pin, and I accumulated all of the buttons over the time that I was there. You've got shit. Well, I did this impression of Ted Bear. He was like, "Oh hi, you didn't see me there, 'cause I'm Ted Bear." But Ted Bear, Hello Neighbor. You got Salad Hunt, and you've got the blue pin from Salad Hunt. I also got this fucking fork, this wooden fork that says PAX South 2018. Focus, damn it. Yes, there it is. It's an app game that I tried out. That one's for just anybody can go up and grab one of these. But this one you get for completing the demo that they had. Witchkin, when I played it, this one was just bought. This one was bought, I believe. No, this one was Cluster Puck 99. This one was the character that I played with Aftercharge. There's 6 different characters you can play with. 3 of them on each team. On each side, you have the invisible robots, and then you have the fighters that go against the invisible robots. You have 3 characters for each side. And I forget which kind I had, but I didn't get the invisible robot. Finji Studios, they made Night in the Woods. I got to test that one out. Crossing Souls. Yes, I did play this one. This one was awesome. Knights of the Drown Table, RileyBoss.com. This one is the one from Knights of the Drown Table, of course. And Phantom Doctrine. Awesome Doomsday Clock style pin. Yes, that's all. That's all that I got out of those. Let's see, is there anything else in my bag that I need to talk about? I don't believe so. At least not as of right now. So, while I was at PAX, or while I was in San Antonio for PAX, I just had a lot of fun. I still like hawking up shit from the cold. I tell you, if you're living in San Antonio and you're trying to get around in the middle of fucking San Antonio and you're trying to find a place to park, just don't call an Uber or a Lyft. Just take some other form of transportation, because it is hectic. Well, I take that back. If you live in San Antonio, you probably know where to go. You're probably familiar with it, most likely familiar with it, and you just... I've been recording for 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's lovely. Oh, I gotta try and fucking finish this up. After PAX, was over on that last day, I was disappointed. Not disappointed. I was depressed that it was over. I was having a lot of fun, and I wish I would have. It was my first experience at PAX, so now that I know that there's more to PAX than just the expo hall, next time I go, I'm going to sign up for the other things that are in PAX, like the VR VR room that they have that is just a bunch of people that are signed up for VR shit. There's also BYOD zones that you can bring your devices, your PSPs, your Nintendo. The most of a handheld device that I've had and had the most experience with of the game system variety is the Game Boy Advanced. I had that for the longest time while I was growing up, and I had a lot of games with it. I had a lot of fun with that thing. Best games I think that I had with it were the Game Boy, not Game Boy, with the Pokemon Emerald Green. I think it was Emerald Green, and Fire Red. I don't know, Emerald Green. I mainly had Emerald. My cousins had the Sapphire, Ruby, and what was the third one, the fourth one? Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby. Anyway, enough of that. After the Game Boy, I didn't have a Nintendo. I didn't have a Nintendo DS or any of the DS variants. I had a PSP, but I didn't get into it because the controls are just the way the PSP is shaped. It's wonky, and I didn't get into it. Plus, it was late in the game for the PSP. I got the PSP secondhand like 6-7 years after it launched. Back to what I was saying. Me and the guys, we went to Dave and Buster's. We went to, no, last day we went to Dave and Buster's. I don't think. Yes, we went to bars. We did go to bars. At least I think we did. I'm not 100% certain because last day was Sunday. What do you want? What do you want, Poochie? Oh my god. Go away. No. Oh my god. Hold up. Poochie, you want to come on camera? You want to be on camera? Come here. No? Oh, well, don't run away from me. Come here. Oh my god, big blood ball. Alright. Try not to let too much cold air into here. This is Poochie. Let's say hello, Poochie. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Fucking focus on the look at the oh, it's whatever. Alright. I don't think he wants to be on camera. No, he don't want to be on camera. Alright, fine then. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Go ahead. Don't scratch on the door then. Alright, well. Where was I? We went out, we had fun. I stayed at their hotel room that last night because it was really late and I wasn't going to be able I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it to back to Louisiana or back home on that drive. I'm glad I waited too, because Jesus. Anyway, that last day was really fun. The drive home was not quite as fun, uh, especially due to the fact that when I made it to Buc-ee's, I wanted to fill up, but I didn't have enough money on my card, and it. Funny thing about gas stations, if you're using a debit card that you have, say, $71 on in the checking account, it will not go through the automated slot at the pump. Every gas station I've been to, if you're paying at the pump with a debit card, you need at least $75 minimum in your bank account in order for that transaction to go through. Because it pulls out the $75. $75 is the maximum amount I believe you can pull out of a pump. So when you're done pumping your fuel, however much cash you didn't use out of that $75 gets put back into your account. That's what I've come to find from all my times looking through my bank account report and my fueling things, I guess. Every time I went to fill up and shit like that happened. So yeah, on my drive home, I made it back to Baytown. I stopped at. Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I got sidetracked because I thought I passed up the wrong exit, so I pulled in to the wrong exit. I got stuck at a train crossing for an extra hour. But luckily, Buc-ee's was not that far off. I just had to U-turn and make it back to the service road and get back to Buc-ee's. So, I was at Buc-ee's trying to fill up. Pissed me off. I got agitated. So, I went to a different filling station that was in Winnie, Texas? No, not Winnie, Texas. Was it Winnie? Winnie. Yes, it was in Winnie. Winnie, Texas. So, I filled up in Winnie, Texas. How I filled up in Winnie, Texas, I went to the fucking teller. No, I didn't. My mom moved some money into my account. It was to help me out. And I made it to Winnie and I filled up. I thanked her for it. So, after that, it was still a good 2 hours. About 2 hours before I made it back home. And I tell you, by the time I hit a familiar point, but I work in Lake Charles. By the time I hit Lake Charles, I was getting giddy as fuck. I was so excited. I was bouncing up and down. I was screaming at myself. I was happy. I was almost home. Sad at the fact that PAX is over, but happy that I'm almost home. Because I was tired of driving. I drove a lot. Well, after that, after PAX was over, I settled down from PAX. It's been, what, 20, not 20. What's today? Today's the 30th? Today's the end of the 30th. So I came back, I think it was on the 15th. Yeah, I came back on the 15th. And when I got back, I had to clear out the car that I'd brought, because I rented it. I brought it back to Enterprise. Got my deposit back. That was awesome. Even though the thing was covered in bird shit. Because every time I parked it at the parking spot that I had was underneath a tree. And, yeah, birds weren't nice to it. But anyway, got that dealt with. I had another party or two to work since I've been home. I've been tired, trying to get back into the swing of working at night, sleeping at day, having extra time to do what I need to do. I've also been having to deal with family things that have been going on, such as my grandfather taking ill, my father having heart problems, my great uncle having issues, just not only that, my nephew becoming suicidal, all these problems just like pounding upon me. I'm still working through some of them. My grandfather's much better. When he was at his worst, he wasn't able to talk. All he could do was just look at you. It's like he knew what you were saying, but he just couldn't talk. Now he's better. He can talk back. He can talk to you now. He can hold a full conversation, but he's still having some memory problems, which is scaring us. My great uncle, I don't know exactly how well he's doing. My brother's been one of my brothers has been taking care of him for my godfather. And that's good and well, but it makes a hassle when I have to bring my brother out to the farm to feed, because I have to swap out my cousin with my brother, and my cousin has to help with grandfather as well as great uncle. But I'm done with most of the parties that are held at the nightclub I work at, and hopefully I'm done with most of them. Should be coming up soon to where I'm starting to make more money from that, so I'll be able to put more effort into the videos. I'll be able to take more time off doing certain things, and it'll be alright. Hopefully everything will be alright. I'm gonna drink of water. Throat's getting dry. I plan on bumping my setup a lot. There's a chance, like I said earlier in the video, whether or not I keep the recording setup in this room or move it over into another room in my house, it's all dependent on how stuff in the near future comes about. Wow, my FPS is shit. My CPU, 22% of my CPU is being used. Sweet Jesus. Oh, this is just, it's been one constant recording for an hour and 17 minutes so far. Let's see, what else? When it comes time to do or set up for VR stuff, I might take out all the stuff that's in the background right here. Just all the stuff that's like sitting on the ground. The stand right here, the owl that's behind me, all the stuff that's in this corner over here. This might even move. I might just board. This is actually a window back here, like right here, all right here. That I have a thermal blanket covering the window so the light doesn't come in, also so it keeps a little bit cooler in here during the summertime and a little bit warmer in here in the wintertime, which doesn't fucking help because my house has no insulation. Anyway, that's a thermal blanket being held up by nails, kept up against the wall, kept up against the window by this dining room table that I have. Jesus Christ, camera, calm the fuck down. The dining room table that I have, it's got pegs on it. That's why I have the hat, the headphones and shit on there. But hopefully I don't have to do much movement to have everything set up again for VR. I don't know, it's because when I do a movement, I'm gonna set up better. Right now, my camera is attached to a lamp that has a 4-way connector with bendy shit on it that allows light to be dispersed in different angles. I have LED lights on that are too fucking bright. Like, if I turn them all on and uncover all of them, it's just ridiculous. I need diffusers. I have diffusers. I have a white diffuser umbrella right here, no stand for it. I have a black diffuser umbrella right here, no stand for it. But it's not just a regular black diffuser umbrella. It's got the white inside and the reflective silver inside. So you could take one off and have the other, or vice versa. So I have both of those. I need to get the stands for them, and I'm probably just going to have those as backups, because the stands I plan on getting have the light attachment, the umbrella mount, the umbrellas to go with them, just all of the good shit that I need. And I'm going to have my computer desk pushed back some with the light up behind it, and I plan on eventually getting a better camera, most likely a DSLR. But those some bitches are expensive. The one I looked at's $500 ish, more than 500 definitely. And with how my place is set up right now, I'm not sure if I have enough room for all the virtual activities I have planned. I have a lot of games planned for the near future as well. Like I've already played Survival, Ark Survival of the Fittest. I don't know what that one's about. I'm pretty sure it's just like a battle arena. I have Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, Cockroach Simulator, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, Creativerse, Cuphead. I already played Counter-Strike, but I haven't recorded any of it. Not good at it either. Like I can play some of it, but Creativerse, need to record some of that. But it's the thing about recording some gameplay is how OBS doesn't really work with everything I play. When I played GTA 5 one time, I was trying to record it and OBS just ate shit. It would not run right. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more Cuphead, because that really pissed me off. Dead by Daylight, like, off camera, I sat for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, almost 2 hours, trying to get past one level. Couldn't fucking do it. So, I gave up. Dead by Daylight, Defy Gravity, Doki Doki Literature Club, Duck Game, some Skyrim maybe, Factorio. I need to learn how to play that, because I would really like to play that. That's an engineering game, and I love learning how shit works. Fish Tycoon, don't know if I'm going to play that on the channel. Fly Simulator. The Forest, definitely going to play The Forest on here. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, wanted to play that, but I couldn't figure out how to record it like right off the bat. Gary's Mod, I definitely have plans of doing more Gary's Mod in the near future. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, that's a big one right now, so yes, I plan on doing that one. Golf with Your Friends, I want to play some games with my friends. GTA 5, H1Z1, Hand Simulator, Hard West, Last Day of June. I already played that one. Later on I might do a better let's play of it. I don't know, like every other day I'm getting copyright claims on the videos I put out on it because of the music. Like, one video has 6 fucking copyright claims. It's ridiculous. Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. I meant to get Shadow of War. Got the wrong one. Mortal Kombat X. Niche. I need to play more Niche. Need to play more Oxygen Not Included. Plant Tycoon. Players Unknown. I've been talking to my friends, and they've about their experiences with Players Unknown, and it's like I'm constantly having that problem with extreme like lag, not lag, but like heavy lack of textures and shit at the start of each round, and they said that just comes with certain times a day round games. It doesn't it I don't know. I thought it was OBS doing it. It might still be OBS. I'm not sure. I also have Pwned, Reyes, Road Redemption. Want to play more Road Redemption, Rocket League, Shock Shell. No, not Shock Shell. Shell Shock, Slime Rancher. Wanted to play Slime Rancher. Bought it like way back when Jack was playing it again. Spore. Spore is... I'm going to explain some shit when I play Spore. It's going to be awesome. Stick Fight, the game. Subnautica. I want to play Subnautica real bad. Team Fortress 2. Virtual Villagers. I have 1, 2, and 3 of Virtual Villagers. Virtual Villagers A New Home is 1. Virtual Villagers 2 is The Lost Children. Virtual Villagers 3 is The Secret City. Also have Warframe, West of Loathing, which I've played both of those. I need to finish West of Loathing. I might do the last of West of Loathing in like 3 parts, which part 1 is going to be finishing off the first area, part 2 is going to be completing the middle area, and then part 3 is going to be doing the last area to the finish, and that's in the plans, not done yet, but it's in the plans. VR, what I have right now that works with VR is Hand Simulator and Subnautica, so those are both as well going to be in the list of virtual reality stuff that I'm going to play. Yeah. I plan on getting back into recording gameplays as soon as I can. That does not guarantee I'm going to start today, I'm going to start tomorrow, or within the next week. Just as soon as I can. Like, I'm outside of this, I'm really tired and I'm really busy. So I'm going to try and set up. I say I'm going to try and set up. There's no way I see in the like immediate future, like within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or month even, of me getting back into the habit of uploading a video every day. That took a lot out of me, especially once I started to do more in the day, and it just, like, I would like to get back to being able to do one a day every day, maybe even multiple every day, or multiple a day each day. But until then, videos are gonna come sparse. Hopefully not too sparse. I hope to get out maybe 2 a week, if I can try that, not designating any days as to when they're gonna come out. But I want to get out at least 2 a week, starting like as soon as I can. Just like I said, I can't make any promises as to whether or not it's going to be tomorrow starting or next week start. I don't know, depending on whether or not I have the energy, the motivation to do it, or the time to do it. But this has been going on for almost an hour and 30 minutes now. I am done rambling for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, leave a like. Wait, that's not the outro anymore. Damn, I did it once. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, multiply, and divide. And, as always, I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.